Why do I have to watch this so late at night? This was a reaction requested. I'm sorry I came so late. I had to do my hair, so sorry about the late reaction. Really? Really?
Picture in your mind something you've seen recently that disturbed you. It can be a stain on your favorite shirt or a scratch on your new car. Just close your eyes and try to picture an unpleasant image.
Oh, thank God this is the last one. Oh God.
I have a confession. I'm
Okay.
obsessed with the dark web.
God.
Everything about it fascinates me, from the live
I
streams,
don't
the
know
red
why.
rooms, to the snuff films. Some would say I'm sick in the head.
You are.
Maybe I am. But at least I admit it.
Still.
Another reason why I like going to the dark web is because I like finding out if what I see online is real.
It is.
Like the viral deep web videos on YouTube, such as Blank Room Soup. One night, I was bored and decided to surf the dark web. I made sure my Tor browser was working. It had all my safety softwares updated. I finally entered the dark web and started strolling around the site. There were a lot of weird things for sale, like human feces, human
Ugh.
eyeballs, Michael Jackson's breath in a jar. I pondered the
Really?
people who buy these things. I started searching for more and saw more sick stuff like human Spider-Man. It was half a man's body, with 8 arms attached to him. Each arm was miraculously moving. It looked like a camera trick, honestly.
Ooh.
I read the description and it said it was some sort of sick experiment. The experiment was conducted on 4 involuntary victims. Victim number 1, a man born with half a body.
Oh
Victim
God.
number 2, a teenage boy. Victim number 3, the teenage boy's dad. Victim number 4, the teenage boy's grandpa.
Oh man.
Some random psycho removed the victim's arms and attached them to a man with half a body. I guess he surgically inserted a robot inside to make the arms move.
Ooh.
It was disgusting. But I was enticed to see more.
Hold on.
I saw another link called Chat with Stacy. It had a picture of an attractive looking female and a link to a live stream. I've been on sites like Omega, where you chat with random people in the chat room. So I decided to click it. I was now in the live stream. I saw the same attractive looking female from the picture. She was standing a few inches away from the computer. It looked like she was posing for the camera.
Hey, boys.
She then started walking closer
Uh-oh.
and sat down on the chair. She had a blank expression on her face, and I saw a lot of people in the chat saying weird stuff like, "Can't wait for you to be my wife," or "Things I would do to you."
Y'all crazy.
I was used to seeing disturbing comments like that on Instagram.
Yeah,
when
they do that a
someone
lot.
popular on Instagram live streamed, so I ignored it. I then saw the girl typing something. She wrote in the chat box, "Does anyone find me attractive?" I saw a lot of people in the chat room leaving, more bizarre comments like, "If you were a booger, I'd pick you
I heard
first."
that one before.
Ew.
I giggled when I saw that one, but then the comments got a little weirder. I saw someone say, "You would make a delicious meal."
Ooh.
It looked like the girl acknowledged it by blowing kisses and making heart signs.
You're funny.
Sort of looked like she was flirting with the people in the chat room. I was now convinced that she was one of those cam models, and that the people in the chat were just a bunch of creeps. The girl then typed something in the chat room that left me confused and trembling in fear. She typed, "Please help me."
Oh, God.
Her smile then turned into crying. I can see her mouthing the words, "Help me." It was creepy. She was mouthing the words, "Help me," under her breath, and I was confused on why she was asking for help. Within a matter of seconds, she stopped crying and began smiling again. I assumed she was either crazy or bipolar. The screen suddenly began to start to glitch, turning on and off. It eventually stopped glitching, and I saw a man standing behind her. There was a man behind her. It looked like the man had put a leash around her neck.
Oh, God.
The creepy thing is, the woman remained smiling. It was like a scene from a horror movie. People in the chat were saying things like, "Any minute now," and "I don't have all day." She then started typing in the chat room without even looking at the keyboard, and she wrote, "The rules of this auction is that we only accept bids in thousands, and only in Bitcoin. May the bidding commence." I was confused and didn't understand what was going on. The live chat box then turned into a red screen, and I saw the number 1000 pop up. Then it changed from 1000 to 2000, from 2000 to 3000. The numbers were changing at a rapid pace. It was now 10,000, 20,000, 40,000. The numbers eventually stopped at 40,000. It was sold to someone called Mr. Unama. The live chat room then turned back on again. The girl was visibly upset and typed something in the chat room that I would never forget till this day. She wrote, "I'm sold." My heart sank. I realized this was an auction for the girl. The man standing in the back eventually approached the girl and put a cardboard box with a smiley face over her head. He then slapped the cardboard box, knocking the girl unconscious. He then sat on a chair and started laughing obnoxiously at the camera. He also put a mask with the word "God" written on it. It looked like a mask you would see in the movie The Purge.
Yeah.
He then started
obviously.
waving a big blade around his face. He eventually takes off the mask and does something to his face that I would never forget. He carved the word "God" on his forehead. His face was dripping with blood. I was disgusted in what I was seeing, and I screamed, "You're not God, you sicko." He then started typing in the chat and said, "God has nothing to do with this." I was freaking out. It was like he could hear me. He then wrote in the chat box, "The next auction will be for a male." He started typing physical features of a male that sounded awfully familiar. It sounded like he was describing someone who looked like me.
You.
I told myself that it could have been me, but what he wrote next confirmed it. He wrote my full name in the chat box. I unplugged my computer, and I immediately went to my friend's house to stay for the night. The next day, I went back to my house and I saw blood smeared on the front window. The blood spelled the word "God." I called the cops and reported the incident. And not long after that incident, I moved out, and I haven't looked back since.
Good for you.
I will never.
It's over.
I say again, never visit the dark web again.
That doesn't mean they don't still see you. recognize them. Him from the previous episode. Oh, you scary, creepy stuff. Pogo. We killed her 2 days later. And office. Poor girl. I'm sorry, I'm so look at us. Prepare.